Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Grade 8 Events. I'm your host, Delaney Hall. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another week. We have quite the lineup of festivals. Festival season, in my opinion, has officially begun here in Central Virginia. So the big event that I highlighted this week is the 20th annual St. Benedict Oktoberfest. They are expecting 50 to 70,000 people in the heart of the museum district this weekend. I want to bring up some photos. So if you've never been, this is happening at St. Benedict Catholic Church down in the museum district Friday through Saturday. So Friday from 4 to 1, Saturday from 11 to 11, and Sunday from 12 to 6. This is Oktoberfest like you love it for the past 20 years. So you're going to find more than 50 craft and German beers, authentic German food, those gingerbread cookie hearts that a lot of the students sell. You kind of see them walking around, and I'm told those are made by some wonderful volunteers. Pretzels, a Kinder meal, all kinds of the food and drink. There's also the activities. So there's a lot of stuff for the kids. You can buy a wristband for some of the activities. It's like $10 per child. It gets you some like the inflatables and the games, all that stuff. And the big draw is the Stein holding contest. There's going to be 8 of them, I believe, throughout the weekend. And what makes this one unique is it's double, like you do two, both arms. Both arms. A lot of sign holding contests, you just like hold up one arm. This is filled up with water, both arms out. Who can stay up the longest? The winner and some runner-ups get some pretty fun gift cards. But if you've never seen one, it's pretty fantastic. There's also some chicken dancing because everyone likes chicken dancing at a Oktoberfest. And there's also a bunch of vendors there that will be having their items for sale in the market. All of the proceeds from this benefit students attending St. Benedict Catholic School, which is the parish school of St. Benedict Catholic Church, and help with some merit-based scholarships. So you can have fun, you can give back at the same time. I spoke to the founder of this festival. His name is Rupert Barn. He went to Oktoberfest, brought the idea back and realized that the church wanted to raise money for scholarships. And he thought, what a great way to do that. I also learned that the parish there has been there since 1911, and they are very much rooted in German culture. So he thought, okay, Oktoberfest, German culture, we can kind of bring that tradition back and help some of our students. The first one got approved in 2005, and it has continued to grow every year. So I kind of talked to him about what that feeling is like, just seeing how it's just blossomed over the years. So let's take a listen.
I remember sitting out on the parking lot and just hoping that people were going to show up, and we'd get so excited when, you know, a group would come or some more people would come, and you know, it was you could count them. I mean, it was only really hundreds of people that came, but word got out, and each year it grew, and to see it now and how many people show up, it's really amazing, and it's satisfying.
So, like I said, they expect 50 to 70,000 people across the 3 days, which is incredible. With that, you are going to expect some crowds. If you've ever been down there, it's literally in the heart of the museum district. I think at Belmont and Hanover, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I got my directions mixed up. I want to make sure that I'm right. Yes, Hanover and Belmont in the museum district. The address of the actual church, if you want to just navigate to the church, is on North Shepherd Street. But the neighborhoods, obviously around the area, be mindful of folks, who are offering up their spots in front of their homes. So you can always find some off-street parking. Just be prepared to walk a couple of blocks. I've never had issues, just because people are kind of in and out. Virginia Museum of History and Culture also has some parking across the street nearby. It'll cost you $5 for the first 4 hours, and then $1 an additional hour after that. Friday and Sunday, you can park there all day long. You're good. Saturday, you're asked to move your cars after 5 p.m. if you're parking there because of an event at the museum. So just keep that in mind. But that is the St. Benedict Oktoberfest. And there's a lot of other Oktoberfest celebrations happening this weekend, but we will get into that in just a little bit. Go show your support. They're so excited to host you. They have been working so hard. It is truly a team effort over there at St. Benedict Catholic Church. All right. Want to get into our handy dandy list. Henbico, which I thought is a very punny name. It's happening on Saturday at Crump Park from 9:30 to 5. It basically showcases the county's diverse cycling community. So you'll find mountain bike demos and clinics, cycling classes, businesses and nonprofits that are involved in the cycling community will also be there as well. Kids can actually come rent a bike and helmet for free, kind of ride along. This all starts at 9:30, and it looks like the main event happening at 9:30 is the cyclocross races, and I really hope that I am saying that correctly. From what I have gathered, it is a unique style of, I don't even think it's like racing, but you have obstacles and loops, and it's very entertaining from what I read. But you are asked to register in advance if you want to participate in that. I will bring up the browser here. This is just on the Henrico County government page under the Henrico event page. You can see this big link. Registration is required for those cyclocross. Again, I hope I'm saying that right. So that starts at 9:30. Then the main event starts at 12:30. That's where you'll find live music, bike beauty pageants. You can watch a live podcast, which is pretty cool, and a display about some of the local cycling history. So that's all happening at Crump Park. If you've ever been down there in the county, Glen Allen Elementary School is right nearby. And so there's also satellite parking there. It may be just a little short of a walk. So just kind of keep that in mind. But if you want a more in-depth look at kind of the schedule of everything and what you can buy and food and all that, this is again on the Henrico County government page for you to look at. Super easy. And it kind of breaks it all down for you point by point. All right, back to our list. This is the other Oktoberfest kind of celebration that I was referencing earlier. It's the Beer Garden at Maymont is back. This is happening on Saturday and Sunday at Maymont. We actually had them in studio yesterday at 8 News at 9. They said this is one of the most visited events and fundraisers for Maymont all year long, just behind Garden Glow, which we know is coming up also in November. But this is all happening at the Carriage House lawn at Maymont from 11 to 6 on both days. Think again, Oktoberfest, beers, bratwurst, live polka music, Bavarian dancing. There's going to be a marketplace with some local vendors. Also, Stein hoisting contest. I don't know if this one is with both arms. I can't confirm or deny. There's a Kinder Zone, and I think Dachshund racing, in Lederhosen, which is pretty cool. So all the proceeds go right back into beautifying Maymont. And like I said, this is a really big fundraiser for them. Admission will cost you $10, $6 for anyone 16 and under. If you're a Maymont member, you can get in for free. There's also going to be Dan Jablow of Small Batch Brewing will be there. He can talk about crafting beer at home if that's something you're interested in. He has a ton of breweries, and he's a big consultant for startups. So that's pretty cool. Tickets, non-refundable, rain or shine. I don't think you're going to have to deal with that, but just keep that in mind. To buy tickets, you can just head to maymont.com, and they should have everything that or maymont.org, and they should have everything for you there. Parking. We know there's a lot of places to park at Maymont, but sometimes it can be limited. So you can head to the Hampton Street entrance, the Robbins Nature Center, or Maymont Farm. But if you can, I would highly suggest that you ride share. Also, because we know that some of the adult beverages will be a-flowing in the good way because we all want to try some things, but of course, be responsible about it. All right. The next event is the Richmond Egyptian Festival. This is Friday to Sunday. In Henrico on Fordson Road. So we actually just had them on for 8 News at 9. They are so excited. They brought in a ton of food for us. This is just a taste of Egypt. So it's happening on Saturday from 10 to 10 and Sunday from 10 to 8. You'll find authentic Egyptian food and drinks, Pharaoh and Christian heritage shows all weekend, church tours, kids activities, bizarre souvenirs. They've added a couple new drink menu items, I believe. And our friends who came in were very excited to showcase some of what they had. I think they brought in like kebabs, grape leaves, which were my personal favorite. And they're just ready to serve you guys. It's gonna be great. Again, this is on at 2101 Fordson Road in Henrico. The St. Mary and St. Philopater Mercurius Coptic Orthodox Church. So that's happening as well. It is free and open to the public admission, but be prepared to, if you want to buy anything, obviously, gifts, souvenirs, and then food and drink to kind of pay as you go. I've also had the Egyptian coffee. My husband and I got that a couple of years ago. It is a very unique flavor in a good way. I've never had anything like it. So, and they kind of make it right there in front of you. It's pretty fascinating. That's the Richmond Egyptian Festival. The last one I want to get into is the Richmond International Dance Festival on Saturday at Deep Run Park and Rec Center. This is actually hosted by Culture Encounters in honor of National Dance Day, which I believe is on Saturday. More than 15 groups, dance groups from across the area will be performing here, and I want to bring up some of them for you. On their website, you can kind of scroll. So we have the Panamanian Traditional Dance Group, the Richmond Kimono Club, Ajna Tribal Dancers. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But along with all of these present dance companies, you're going to find live workshops, performances, kids activities, and then a parade of cultures, which is pretty cool. So think coming and immersing yourself in all of these cultures, and you're going to be able to learn straight from the experts about these dances and watch them perform as well. And there's a full schedule here. Boop. Looks like a couple different zones in the gazebo. You can see here, it'll switch here in a second to the amphitheater schedule and then switch again. There's a couple of other tents as well that they have kind of listed out. So if you want to go for just a little bit and see what's going on, this is a really good way to kind of figure out who's performing when and when workshops you can do. They all of these are free and open to the public. So all of these performances and workshops, they really just want you to be immersed in all the cultures and all the talent that we have here in Central Virginia, which I think is, of course, always a good thing. So that is kind of the rundown of what I have going on this weekend. Like I said, I feel like these next couple of weeks are going to be packed with festivals and fun events. Just this time of year, people are ready to get outside and the weather is starting to not be super hot or gross. So people are looking forward to it. But we are always wanting to learn more about what you guys are doing. So if you have an event you want us to learn about, send us an email at news@wrec.com. We are also having people on our show, 8 News at 9. So send us an email at interview@wrec.com if you'd be interested in coming on to our show, and we can see if it's a good fit for both of us. And we'd love to learn more about it. But as always, I say thank you, and we will see you next week.